Would you believe if I told you we have a rear engine, all-wheel drive turbo Honda in stock? It's right here. What's a rear engine, all-wheel drive turbo Honda? It's a Vamos. This is a very interesting layout. It is I said all-wheel, it's technically four-wheel. This is a four-wheel drive turbo rear engine Honda with sliding doors. This is the Vamos, and this is going out to a customer. So out of respect, we are not actually going to be driving it just because it's already kind of spoken for. We're just going to give a 360 tour and look at what's going on here. These tires are very good, by the way. They are very deep treaded. The rear is probably even better, actually. I was checking that out the other day. Now, I like this car for a bunch of reasons. It's four-wheel drive. It's turboed. It's a K. It has tons of room. In fact, when you fold the seats down, you get almost 200 centimeters, 2 meters, if you rest some wood on the passenger side seat. So for example, if you have some long stock, what you would do is from about here, resting it on there, go all the way to the back, you get a ton of space. Without the front seats, you get 160, 170 centimeters from the back of the front seats to the end. Engines in the back like that. I think it gives a ton of character. It's also kind of hard to get to the engine because you have to take off the cover for the sound deadening with the carpet, basically, because it is a finished cabin. You can see we do have handrails, we have a headliner, you have side panels, and then you have to take off the hood effectively, and then you get access to the engine via some butterfly bolts right here. So that's actually pretty cool. We're pretty much done with showing the customer all of this amazing engine-ness. So we're gonna seal that back up. So yeah, what you would do, this is a butterfly bolt, so it's accessible with basically just your hands. So you would go like that. They don't want to make it accessible by tool only, because what if you don't have the tool on you? You can't get to your engine. So these seats fold down, which is the coolest part of any of the actual seating arrangements of this car. So some things have a bench seat, some have 70-30 split, 60-40 split. This one folds into the bottom of the well where your feet are for the rear passengers. So you get all this room, or you can have some seats. It is a K, but it's pretty heavy, honestly. These are some high quality seats right here. The seats are totally fine quality wise as well. They're hinged at the bottom there, and they have enough head space for the headrest to go right down in there. And this is a poor example because I'm not very tall, but I fit quite well in this. K vans are traditionally much higher than K cars. In fact, this van, yes it is, look at this. This Vamos, please excuse the angle of the way the Freed is parked, it's actually taller than the Freed. It stands taller. And this is to maximize the height, because when it comes to K cars, they are restricted by width, height, no, actually width and length measurements. I don't quite know the rules on whether they're restricted on height, because it doesn't seem that they're ever, sky's the limit for some of these K trucks and stuff like that. So in the car itself, oh, I'm just locked in. We have AC, we have hazard button. Of course, hazard button is your absolute go-to when it comes to thanking people and all that, because when you drive in Japan and you want to say thank you, you put your hazards on. Tells the people behind you, you said thanks. We have ashtray, cigarette lighter. We have our gear shift. You know what I find really interesting about this car? Power windows. You might be saying, all right, so what? Well, if you go to the back, manual windows. Isn't that interesting? I cannot think of another car that has that. I've seen Chevy Expresses and Ford Econolines that have either all power or all manual, but I've never seen a mixture of both. I'm sure some of you guys have. I'm just sharing my thoughts. We have all the manuals in here. That's going to the custody, and we have airbags, which is really important. Also this, I'm taking this off because this is just some Autobox gaudy cover. I don't quite know why it's there. This thing only has 100,000 K on it. Very low K. E-brake down here. Traditional kind of layout. Oh yeah. Now, this might seem frivolous, but this has seat belts in the back. And why that's important is because not all K vans come with seat belts. I'm not even joking. The cargo that we had most recently actually did not have seat belts in the back. In Japan, when you're driving in the city, it's not legal or required for you to wear seat belts in the back. You only need seat belts in the front, or if you're on the highway, then everyone needs seat belts. But surprisingly, not all vans come with seat belts. So if you get a van, you have to make sure it has seat belts in the back, or else your occupants in Canada or America can't ride it. This is pretty much everything that comes with the car. Unfortunately, like I said, we can't really drive it. Oh, you know what? I guess I'll show you the hood. What's under the hood? So it's down here, and I say it's down here is because it's not always down here. This is actually pretty rare to find it down here. A lot of the time the hood latches are down there by the gas, on the other side in the glove box, because there's just simply not a whole lot of room in K cars to accommodate hood release, and I'm not joking. So much like the cargo, I'll get out of the way of the shadow. Much like the cargo, the front doesn't have any of the actual engine components. It's just radiator stuff, cooling stuff, the horn, and the wiper motor. So there's nothing really in the front end of the hood, but it might be might be a good access if you guys need some accessory hot or battery hot. There's some cables up there, but yeah, this is a really nice car. It's a very rare layout. It's an R, how do you say it? It's not RR, it's R4. RA, rear engine all wheel, rear engine four wheel. It's a very rare setup. Oh yeah, the jack is in there. You just twist that, pull it out, jack information and stuff like that. And we got Vamos floor mats. Oh, actually, I got to take this out. You can't keep these in the car. This is also expired. It's flat, and you can't ship cars over to Canada with effectively explosives, because this is a flare, and flares are only to be used in Japan. This is everything on the Vamos. This is going to a very nice customer. It's already earmarked for them. I would like to take this car out, but out of respect, I don't want to be driving a car that a customer actually paid for. So this is it. This is a good one. Has bleeding with character. A lot of K cars naturally are. This one more so. Love every inch of it.